afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Leadership Live. I am Dawn Morris, and it is Tuesday, which means we are ready for another wonderful, fast-moving episode of Leadership Live. Leadership Live is brought to you by the World Class Training Institute, where our mission is to maximize human capital by increasing productivity, decreasing attrition, and improving overall cultural outcomes through the facilitation of our professional development training programs. Before we get started, we do want to let you know about our book offering. This book is totally on leadership. The book is called WWBD, What Would Barack Do? Inspiring Presidential Tools for the Leader in You. And this book just encompasses 10 of the core principles that President Obama utilized during his time in office, and it will provide you with some guidance, not politically, but rather from a leadership perspective on how he was able to do what he did prior to getting in the White House, as well as during his time in leadership for our country. So please make sure that you avail yourselves of that. It is currently at several locations. It is here in Nashville at the Al Kabulan Bookstore. It's in 2 places in Atlanta. It is at Hakeem's Bookstore in Philadelphia. It's also on Amazon and barnesandnoble.com. And if you'd like an autographed copy, please go to our website, which is www.worldclasstraining.net. And now I am ready to bring on our guest for the day. This gentleman is someone who's doing amazing work. And before I bring him on, I do want to just show his quick promo. And
born at only 1 pound and 3 ounces, and by the grace of God, he survived. As he goes through life, he tries to give a helping hand to everyone that crosses his path. With the help of his family, who is a great support system, and friends that is always there for him. This guy has made a name for himself. He is a photographer, videographer, marketing and advertising consultant, social media manager, screenwriter, author, special needs teacher, and domestic violence advocate. He is the entrepreneur. There's nothing he can't do. Matthew Simon Santana Jr. wants you to overcome your fears, experience success, and achieve your dreams.
Matthew Santana Jr., how are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm so glad that you were able to join the show. Audience, Matthew and I are newer friends. He and I met, I don't even know, probably several months ago, because I was looking for some videographers. And so he was just so gracious, and he met with me. And so we're actually going to end up doing some more work, some work, I should say, because we didn't end up doing work then, but we connected through that. And so now he's here today on our show to talk to us a little bit about all of the many things that he does. And I'm so excited to have you on the show, Matthew.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. I know we went through a little battle getting you on, but you're here now, so it's all good. So, Matthew, share with us, before we get into some of the kind of detailed information, just tell us a little bit about your background, how you started doing some of the core activities that you do around domestic violence, around authoring some of your books. What was your vision? Just let the audience know a little bit about who you are and what's your background.
Okay. All right. So I grew up in Gary, Indiana. I was born 1 pound, 3 ounces and barely survived. But thank God that I did. And ever since then, all I wanted to do, I got my second chance. So all I wanted to do was help people. And everything that I do revolves around helping people.
Okay.
So with the domestic violence, I want to help women because I was raised by mostly women. So I want to, be able to give back to the women. And then also, give back to the men, and also help, children that need help and guidance.
What made you believe that domestic violence was a platform for you?
I don't know, anything that involves helping other people and
Okay.
especially women. I don't think that someone should be beat on, just because, they said something or they looked a certain way. I don't think that people should put their hands on anybody, but I
Sure.
think women, I can help women more than I can help a man, if that makes sense.
That's an interesting perspective coming from a man. What makes you think you can help women more than men?
I don't know. I get that emotional side, that emotional touch that I can, basically help a woman because I got that connection versus the connection that I would have, helping a man.
Okay. Have you
You know.
started an organization around domestic abuse?
Yes. So it's called the
Okay.
Infinite Power Project, and it's
Okay.
geared towards empowering women of domestic violence and sexual assault. It's also geared towards helping men that may be struggling from past traumas or mental issues, and also geared towards helping kids that are at risk.
Wow, that's fantastic. How long have you been doing that?
For about 2 years now.
2 years. Okay, great. And so if someone is a victim of domestic abuse or needs your assistance, how do they go about reaching you or reaching
So they
someone on
can
your team?
Okay, so they can go to infinitepowerproject.com or by email infinitepowerproject@gmail.com, and we have resources on there, the YWCA and other places and shelters and things that they can go to and reach out just in
Yeah,
case they can't reach me.
that is so powerful. I'm glad that you are offering that. Not to go too deep, but I had a little run in with that in my own life. And I was like, and what I found was that, so many women either didn't know that they
Right,
could do something different or they were afraid to do something different. So
right,
it's hugely important to know that there are resources out there and you don't have to, even for one extra day, put up
right,
with any instances of domestic abuse. And people think it's just physical, but there's also the mental side as well, and the mental
exactly.
side in some ways can really bring you down. So yeah, that's an awesome thing that you have started to do.
So there's also a book, Evolution of a Queen of Woman of Color, and it goes through the life of one young lady that I know personally, and that book is about her and about how she struggled, with being raped and molested at a young age, and now into her adult life, she's still having struggles and trusting men and things like that. So that book's guide through her life of those traumas at a young age to her adult life, and to now how I helped her and guide her out of that domestic violence relationship. And then the book also has tons of different other resources besides that.
Wow, that's
Domestic violence.
fantastic. Yeah, I'm going to actually show those books because audience Matthew is a three-time author. He has two books that are coming out, two in October, one in October and one in December, or
December, yeah.
December. One in October and one in December, and he already has one out. So I'm going to show Evolution of a Queen as well as the other two books he has. So one is called Fear, My Hidden Truth, and the other one is called Rebirth of a Woman. So talk to us a little bit about first, what is Fear, My Hidden Truth? What's that about?
So Fear, My Hidden Truth is for men that are, dealing with past traumas and past hurt. And it's for men to find their voice and speak up and say, I don't like these things. I don't like those things. It's okay to, talk about your feelings. It's okay to heal. So this one is for the men that want to speak up for themselves and either give advice. I know I got one person that been to prison. He's going to talk about how that changed his whole mindset
Wow.
of not being in trouble and want to help younger men, and help
Okay.
guide them to be better men.
Yes, that's so powerful because a lot of times they bottle up some of the things that have happened in their lives. And I think that it negatively impacts their love relationships. It
Uh-huh.
negatively impacts their work relationships because they've been taught, don't cry, you'll get over it. Don't say
Right.
anything, and then they grow up and they become men and they don't know where to take those feelings because those
Right.
feelings do have to bubble up. And sometimes because they have been taught to shelter them to some degree, they don't bubble up in the right way. So that's a great thing that you're doing. What about Rebirth of a Woman? What's that about?
So, Rebirth of a Woman is a collaboration with me and 17 other women, and there's another man in there as well. And it goes to discovering their secrets, past of hurt and traumas that they couldn't talk about. That they couldn't talk about them. They couldn't deal with them properly. They tried to get help, but people, look at them or laugh at them a certain way.
Okay.
So this book is for them. And it started off with 30 women. And, as it went by, a lot of the other women couldn't deal with those traumas because they was reliving it over again.
Ooh.
So, I, got certified as a life coach to assist them and getting their lives back together, picking up those pieces of the puzzle and becoming the woman that they used to be and that they need to be.
Oh, that
book is for them.
Oh my goodness, these are some powerful tools. Ladies, if you are out there, gentlemen, if you're out there, Matthew Santana has some dynamic tools through these books. Now, how are people able to get these? Are these all on Amazon, or will they all be on Amazon?
Yes. Noble, Books A Million, a few places like that.
Right. Okay. Fantastic. Because again, men and women, we have got to come to terms with whatever is going on in our lives in order to really move forward. Because through masking it and through hiding it and through not coming to fruition with whatever is challenging us, it can in a lot of ways block us from being successful and getting to the next level. So I'm so happy that you have chosen this route to help women and men.
Yeah, it's all about healing. You only get one life. This life is only for a moment, and it can be gone in an instant, in a second. So, why hold on to that hurt? Why hold on to that trauma? Like, why not forgive somebody? Why hold on to it? So it's time to move on.
Yes.
Become a better you.
Right.
So I teach through healing and affirmations. If I believe that I can do it, I can do it.
Right. Yeah. In fact, I'm going to show another one of your he gave me a couple of other pictures, and then we have this quote: if you hang out with me for too long, I'll brainwash you into believing in yourself and knowing you can achieve anything. Why did you send me that?
Okay, because that's exactly who I
Okay.
That's exactly who I am. That's what I want people to do. Like, no matter what background you came from, I'm not going to look at you different. I'm not going to judge you. I'm going to help you become a better you. If you like what I do, I'll bring you a part of the team. I'll help you grow. Like, if I make it, you're going to make it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm not going to just leave you there and look at your dreams and stump on them. I'm going to help you make it.
Exactly. And since the show is Leadership Live, I always like to talk about things from a leadership perspective. As a real leader, that's what your role is. Your role is to help not only have a vision, but to inspire others to help you achieve the vision of the organization, as well as to help your team members believe they can achieve anything, and then help provide a way, if you're able, for them to get there. So I had to share that quote because it is, to me, I'm even going to show it again and read it again. If you hang out with me for too long, I'll brainwash you into believing in yourself and knowing you can achieve anything. And so many people get brainwashed in the opposite direction, where either from their parents, other family members, their peers, they've been brainwashed into thinking, you know what, I can't even do this.
Exactly. Because if you hear it over and over again that you can't do that, that's a stupid idea. Why would you do that? You will start believing that. You gotta get out of that broken mindset and get into a growth mindset. Like, you're stuck in a fixed mindset. Now you got to get into the growth mindset. You got to be able to grow. You got to be able to move to next levels. You can't just stand still.
Yes, that is so true. I'm going to even take you a little more forward with that, if I can, because what I thought about as I was preparing for today's show is that You seem to be just a leader culturally within your generation. You seem to be one who, as they say, is flying like an eagle. So you're in your own zone and you're serving life and others in a manner that some may think is atypical, but it's in a way that you have found you can best help and leave your mark in this world. The question for you is this: what is your driving factor for kind of living life in your own zone and by your own terms?
I just take each day as it comes. You know, I don't plan anything. I just take it each day as it comes. And while I'm on that journey, if no matter who I come across, I'm going to help them in any way that I can, no matter what it is.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So you've just made a personal commitment to say, you know what, my brand, so to speak, is the help brand. And if I can help people along my way, as they say in the church, my labor will not be in vain. That sounds like what your kind of mantra is, would you say?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I love that, because a lot of times, I won't say a lot of times, but sometimes in this world of Facebook and Instagram and all of that, there's a self-serving mode that sometimes we get into. But to be able to say, you know what, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do a new thing, and I'm going to help others through my walk versus just coming out to serve myself.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's very powerful. Let me ask you one more thing. So you also, in addition to being an author, in addition to being a life coach and domestic abuse advocate, you are a photographer and a videographer. So how does that fit into all of this?
So basically, the company is called Expressions in Time. All of my businesses have something to do with time, living in the moment. So I created Expressions in Time because once I capture that moment, either picture or video, you can't get it back. You can try to recreate it, but it won't be the same again. So I created that to capture those moments, the good ones, the bad ones, happy, sad, no matter what event or occasion, we can all capture that. And some people, can relive those moments and heal from them, the happy memories, the sad ones, no matter what it is, the weddings, engagements, birthday parties, special occasions, or funerals.
Right.
You can relive those videos. And I know some people say funerals, but most people don't want those recorded, but some do. And if you go rewatch it years later, you can finally heal from it.
That's a good point.
Like you will know that person is not with you anymore, but you get a sense in your mind that they're no longer with us, but you'll think about the good memories.
Right, that's true. And that's interesting that you said that, because some of the funerals that I've attended, I said, oh, I even got in my head, I don't even want to attend a funeral anytime soon. But not that I'm unlike anyone else, but I just really am like,
right.
But there's also power in that, going back probably maybe a year or two later, especially if it's someone close to you, because
Exactly.
I know there have been some people who've been very close to me who have passed. And in that moment of even going through the funeral, I don't even know. I can't even tell you who was there necessarily. I can't because my mind was in a different place. So I might have liked to have had that recorded so that I could go back when my head is in a different space to go and see something like that. Yeah, so that's a really good thing. If someone wants to get that service from you, how do they do that?
Okay, so you can find contact me, Expressions in Time at Gmail, or through the Facebook business page, Expressions in Time Photography and Videography.
Okay, Expressions in Time. So you got two different sites going on here.
I think I have about
Power?
3. So I have to think about maybe 4. Okay, so there's Expressions in Time Photography and Videography. There's Timeless Vision Productions, where we do marketing, advertising, help other people build websites. We coach you how to do your business plan, proposals, grant writing, and things like that. And a ton of other services, and you can find that on Facebook as well. And then the Infinite Power Project, and then
Okay.
a few other new projects coming along soon.
Wow. How do you do it all? So I just taught time management a couple of weeks ago, and I said we have 86,400 seconds in a day. And everybody has the same amount, but people utilize it differently. How do
Exactly.
you get all of that done in your 86,400?
It's all about time management and self-discipline. So
Okay.
I manage every project, every detail, everything is all written down. I got over 4 notebooks with different times, different schedules, what to do, when to do it, and when to send it out. So
So
it is
how do
all
you
about,
manage 4 notebooks?
I got a notebook for that one. I got a notebook for the notebooks.
Okay, you got a notebook for the notebooks. Okay, great. And
Like
you're able to keep it all together. Okay.
I'm able to, run my business along with 12 other businesses. So Timeless Vision Production also helps other people market, advertise their business, but we also do social media management. So
Okay.
I'm managing the Facebook pages, Instagram pages, Twitters, and all other social accounts, plus adding things to their website. So besides me, I got to be these 12 other people as well.
Right.
So
Wow.
it's a lot of work, but I get it done.
That's good. And you know what? I think what you said, 2 things you said that are interesting. So in today's world of all of this tech stuff, you're still using paper. You're using notebooks to get it done. And I have a big notebook where I write too, because I still think no matter what, it's good to see that visually on paper. Why do you use
Exactly.
paper in this world of technology?
Technology has failed so many times when I've needed something. I have everything
Yes,
on a flash drive, everything backed up on a hard drive,
yes,
but they get corrupted. So I got to
right.
write everything down. I got to be able to see it. I got to be able to add notes. If I do it on the computer, it'll take twice as long and I can just write it down.
That's true. That's true. Write it down and get it done. That's so true. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm so glad you mentioned that, because paper is still king. Paper and
Yes,
money
it is.
and paper and notebooks is still king. Oh my goodness. So Matthew, I want to still let everybody know again, for anybody who came on late, he has 3 books out. Well, 1 book out, 2 books that are coming, 1 in October, 1 in December. Evolution of a Queen is already out and available. He has Fear, My Hidden Truth, and Rebirth of a Woman. I don't know which one. Which one is coming in October?
The Rebirth of a Woman.
Rebirth of a Woman in October. Fear, My Hidden Truth is coming out in December. If you need help in how to deal with any trauma that you have faced emotionally, physically, male, female, you need to grab these resources, because Matthew has done a lot of research on this, and these will be tools that will empower you to get beyond that moment and live your best life. So he's leading the way in this industry, and I'm so happy that he decided to stop by today and share with me. Is there anything else that you want to share, Matthew?
I don't think there is, but I'll leave you with, life is only for a moment. Forget about the past and just move on and let it go. No matter what
Yes,
somebody did or said to you in the past, it could be yesterday, it could be day before yesterday, it could be 10 years ago. Let it go.
let it
Let it
go.
go and move on. Because
Free
once you let
yourself.
it go, you exactly, you have to be free. And
Yes,
you're in control of your own life.
yes, yes.
So let
So,
it go and
so
move
true.
on.
Let it go and move on. Move on, and as it says here, level up. Be level up. Very nice. So thank you so much for joining me. Stay right there,
Thank you for
okay?
having me. All
Oh,
right.
you're very welcome. So audience, before we close out, I just want to definitely share who's coming on next week. We have Dr. Jean Porter King, who's founder and president of Transporter Inc., joining us. Please make sure that you tune in for that show. And again, please also take advantage of WWBD as well. See, we got a lot of book offerings today, so you guys should be all read up. So these are the locations for WWBD. And of course, if you want an autographed copy, you can see our website, worldclasstraining.net, to receive your autographed copy. So, Matthew Santana, thank you so much, sir, for joining today. I appreciate you.
No problem at all. Thank you for
All
having
right.
me.
You're very welcome. Everybody, this happens every Tuesday at 6 o'clock. So please make sure that you join us next week for our next show. And have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.